So here's an update on the axe handle and the bit. I now finished the handle. The bit's been cleaned up, sharpened. Turned out pretty good. I have myself a new splitting hatchet now. This axe bit was a little bit abused. I used it for a sledgehammer, as you can see. I filed it down, smoothed it out, but it was pretty beat up. Don't use your hatchets for a sledgehammer. The steel's too soft for that. You'll mushroom out the end and ruin a good bit. I wrapped the handle just for extra grip, and there's epoxy on the rope so it won't come loose. And that's the bit. And there is some nicks in the bit. They'll come out as I sharpen it over time. I'll get those out eventually, but it's good and sharp right now. As sharp as I want it for a splitting hatchet. And what I said about not using your hatchets as a sledgehammer, there's only really this much or less that's actually hardened. The rest of the bit is quite soft. And that's the way it is with most axes and hatchets. So don't use them as a sledgehammer. This wasn't expensive at all. I paid $6 for the bit at the restore. I've added a bit of rope, some glue. I made the handle. That handle was Firewood just a couple days ago. So, cheap project. And now I have a nice hatchet for splitting kindling. Here's a couple of other things I've made recently. A couple of wooden mallets. If you haven't guessed already, I like rustic things. Old world stuff, pioneer stuff. Like these augers, for instance. They're quite old. I know the one on the top is got to be close to 100 years old, and it works perfect. Makes a nice perfect hole. I'm kind of unsure of how old this one is. It almost looks like it was machine made, but hard to tell. It's old. I really like old stuff. And look at this. This is the temperature inside my cabin. Ontario has been so hot lately. We've had a hot July so far. I also picked up a couple old chairs for the cabin recently. I paid $5 for one and $1 for the other one. I couldn't leave them there for that price. They still have to be cleaned up. Maybe put some furniture oil on them. But they're pretty cool. I'm a sucker for chairs. I own a whole bunch of antique oddball chairs. Look at this horse shit. Birds are getting in my car shelter. Roosting up there. And shitting all over my car. The dirty bastards. So I guess I'm gonna have to get my car cover and put it on the car while it's in here. Little pricks. I'm gonna have to wash this off before I go in tonight. The biggest troublemakers I have around here is the red squirrels, mice, and birds. I always thought moving way out here I'd have trouble with bears and raccoons, and no. Birds, mice, and the red squirrels get into everything. Okay, bird shit's off now. You can't, or you shouldn't leave this on your paint because it does stain it. Damages it quite severely, actually. It's probably already too late anyway. Oh, for fuck's sakes, it's on the roof too. Oh, God.